Hello, my lovely Cancers. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful channeling I just had for you all. Real quick, before we get into it, I want to give my greatest gratitude and thanks to everyone that's donated, keeping this channel alive and getting this message out, not just in the tarot readings, but in the teachings I'm doing, is so important. And I'm so thankful and grateful for everyone that's helping to support that mission. Um, if you would like a personal reading or personal advice, please feel free to email me. The link will be in the description box below the video. Um, I do those by donation only. I don't want to charge anyone because I want us all to grow and reclaim and regain our true power. So I am in service to you, just as all of you beautiful Cancerians are in service to others at this time. All right, so let's get into it. With the channel messages, um, this has been a real time of renewal for you. You've really completely recreated yourself in the past, gosh, weeks, months, and years. Really, you've been working on it for a while, but just recently you've just really jumped out and did this in leaps and bounds. And I mean, like, you've done all the work. You've done the inner work. You've forgiven people for their trespasses. You've forgiven yourself for your own mistakes. You've done so much growth and work recently, and I just think it's so incredible how powerful and strong and beautiful all of you Cancerians are. Um, you've got wishes coming true and dreams becoming reality. I mean, it's just like a really magical and like a very fortunate time for you. Lots of beautiful blessings from the universe and faith in the universe, even. Your faith is like unshakable at this time, and that's so beautiful. That's such a beautiful energy to be in because when we stand in that energy, we become the true creators that God or Source or Spirit, whatever you want to call it, meant for us to be. You know, we were put here on this planet to be creators, to be co-creators on a collective together. And between the Cancerians and the Aries zodiac signs, we're really just seeing an abundance of co-creative collective ability. And even on a personal level, each one of you individually is creating the future that you want and the present that you want to be present in. And I just think that's magnificent. You've really attained your balance, your inner balance, your outer balance. Um, you've done very good at like blending your ideas with those of others and creating your own ideas. And you've just been doing really extraordinary at that. And I'm just like, I'm so in awe of all of you. I'm just so amazed at how progressive you've been and how successful you've been. And it's been um, like you had a lot of inner work to do with finding your own balance and self-control and um, patience with yourself and love for yourself. But um, you've done so well with compromise and compassion for others. And you know, of course, you always have been that way because you're a very loving, giving group of creatures. But you're finally finding it within yourself to do the same for yourself. And I just think that's really magnificent and beautiful. And I'm just so proud of all of you for that. I'm so proud. Um, you're just doing really beautiful. And you finally can look up and know with a surety that um, all of your troubled waters are behind you, and that nothing can really stop you now because you understand your power, you understand your creative potential, and you understand what it is that you want that's going to bring you joy and um, bring you your highest good. And that's a very powerful thing in and of itself, because um, all of you are going to be so very important in the Great Awakening aspects of the collective of the entire world. And we're going to need our manifestors to understand that completely. And I think that's why the sign of Cancer and Aries and then Leo all successfully are joining in, because you're very strong individuals, very compassionate, very fair, very loving, very giving, very generous, all those wonderful words that we use for everyone else. And as Cancerians, that is, I'm speaking to the Cancerians. Uh, you really had to learn your own self-worth. You had to embrace that. And I think that's maybe, yeah, I think maybe that's the most difficult lesson a Cancerian can learn. Um, you have no problem giving for others and sacrificing for others. And that's not to say that, the Aries group of people or the Leo group of people don't have that capability, because they certainly do. Um, they're certainly very loving and giving as well. But like, I think Cancerians are at the top of the chart for that. You've went through a lot. You've went through a lot, and it was by choice. It was self-sacrifice. And now it's time to realize that you deserve something too. And I'm really proud of you for that. Um, because if you're going to be the most loving sign of the zodiac, you do need to love yourself too and have that balance, right? Right. So I'm really proud of all of you for doing that. And like I said, this is the end of your troubled waters, and you know that. You really feel that within yourself now. And you've got this beautiful new emotional experience that's going on within you. Um, you've got new romantic relationships and new, I don't want to say new friendships necessarily, just a new perspective, a new understanding on how to have a deeper love for your friends. And I think probably that might be one of the things that surprised you all the most, because you have always viewed yourself as very loving and giving, and you couldn't possibly imagine having a deeper love for um, your friends and your relationships than you already had. But from coming from a place of love within yourself, now you've got this newfound deeper love for others, which is just really amazing and beautiful, because I mean, look at you, just glowing in all of your light and love. I just, mm, I just think it's so beautiful. And you've had such spiritual growth lately, and your psychic abilities are getting stronger. There's just so much wonderful stuff taking place within you and around you now, um, because of all this hard work that you had to go through. So it's finally paying off for you, Cancer, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. There's really a lot of brilliant success coming in for you. This is a time of really joyful accomplishments and spiritual enlightenment and, freedom to do whatever you want and truly be proud of yourself for it. I mean, you really are just going to get the world now. Anything and everything that you can possibly wish for, you're going to get it because you've really learned to stand firm, excuse me, in your true power of manifesting. And you've spent a lot, like I said, you did a lot of hard work to get there. You spent a lot of time inward, possibly in peaceful meditation or meaningful solitude. But whatever it is, you really have learned how to love yourself and hone your abilities and really just like cast your light out there and shine it on the world even brighter than you were already capable of doing. And the sun is what I see with Cancerians. Um, in my channeling, everywhere you go, it's like the sun is following you, like you're in a spotlight. The light is just like always on you because it's your light radiating out to others. It's you being the lighthouse for others. And I think intuitively, many of you realize that that's actually because the the wheel is turning now and clicking into a place where you're not only in a position of loving yourself but and shining your light out, but you're in a position to where you're going to be way showers for the world. You're going to teach them how to be forgiving and be balanced and be emotionally in control, but also very compassionate and loving all at the same time. All of you are going to be the light workers that I speak of in my other videos. Many of you probably already are in some sense or another, but Cancerians are going to be the true light workers for the world, the ones that go out. Um, we're in this time of the Great Awakening, and there's lots of people waking up to their spirituality and their inner power and their creative potential. Um, and it's your job and it's my job to teach the masses how to hone that and how to be their own little light, teach them to let their light shine. So I'm really excited about that for all of us. And you have this wonderful, youthful sense of leadership about you where you're just really excited to get out there and tell somebody something you've learned. And the more they listen, the more excited you get about it, and the more passionate you get about it. And I just think that's really beautiful because you're really like in touch with that um, inner child wisdom that we all come to this planet with. And then, society makes us forget about it later on. But Cancerians have always sort of had that youthfulness to them anyway. And with everything that you've been through and learned, you're really going forward with this great energy and this great notion. I just think it's so cool. Um, and people are looking to you with respect now. They're looking at you like, you're intelligent and you're stoic and you're a leader and you're wise and inspirational and motivational. And I think perhaps we're going to find within the next year that a whole host of people that are out there in the public telling these truths are going to be Cancerians. And like I mentioned, Aries and Leos, I think they're going to be out in the world too, speaking and showing and doing, just not as aggressively as the Cancerians are, because I think the Cancerians have this resolve within them that it's their mission to be the leaders, to be the way seers, the way showers, the light bearers, the lighthouses, the light workers, whatever word you want to put on it. You're definitely a star child, if I were to be so candid and give my own opinion on it. I firmly believe that the majority of Cancerians on this planet at this moment are all star children. So we're going to start our tarot and oracle readings by pulling a star child card. My voice will hold up. My allergies are just really killing me lately. Okay, vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to the cosmic intelligence. And you know it. You know it. And I just love that. Okay, I was told to keep going. So, then we have the Strength card. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. And one more. Truth. See your light, know your power, and have the courage to walk your truth. See, because you're going to be leaders. You're going to be speakers, whether you're a motivational speaker or have your own channel like I do, or you blog, or whatever it is that you're going to do, in whatever creative way you're going to get the message out there. People are going to be listening to you. They're going to be going to you for guidance, and you need to like prepare mentally for that, because a lot of times there's a variety of cancers. Some Cancerians are very, sorry for bumping the camera. Some Cancerians are very outgoing and they're like extroverts. And then there's other Cancerians that are more shy and want to hide in their shell. And so for those of you that tend to hide in your shell, you need to kind of wrap your mind around the fact that people are going to be looking to you, looking at you. You're going to be the center of attention. Don't let me overwhelm you by saying all of that, but kind of like mentally prepared for that, because you're all going to play a very important role in the Great Awakening. And I think sooner than you realize, actually. So I'm doing the elemental earth energy cards. And the first card that popped out was Sanctuary within the cave. And that represents the cave of the self. And ironically, I was talking about kind of mentally preparing this voice of mine. Mentally preparing for being in the spotlight. So maybe kind of just, go within and talk yourself into it. Be like, it's okay. I can do this. I'm not going to be nervous. And even if I am, I'm going to breathe through it and trust the universe is just going to lead me. And yeah, stay grounded. Just stay grounded and you're going to be fine. Don't sweat the little stuff. Just stay grounded. And you know exactly how to do that. You're like the master of being grounded. Especially all of you Cancerians that have managed to master our very full cup of emotions that Cancerians will feel. Which is probably the hardest lesson for Cancerians, honestly, was to master and control their emotions. But for those of you that have, you know very well how to stay grounded. So don't allow this to sidetrack you or scare you off of your purpose or your mission or the direction that you're wanting to head in. Go forth with passion and fire in your belly. Just like that Page of Wands, right? That Page of Wands energy. Just that youthful, exuberant, childlike energy. I'm so sorry about my voice. And the fog is lifting. The veils are lifting. Um, Worldwide, honestly, that's the whole point of the Great Awakening is the veils are lifting. But they had to lift within you as a Cancerian first and foremost, so that you can get a grasp on it and get your shit together and be grounded and stable and powerful and knowledgeable and inspirational for all the rest of the world, because that is your role. That's your mission, is to help these other people as these veils and this fog lift and clear. It's going to wreck a lot of people's worlds when they start learning truths about things. And it's going to be your job to help them to stay centered and grounded. And this is ancestral, generational stuff that you're going through as a Cancerian. Um, and as a collective, the whole world too, really. But mainly for Cancerians, I think that I firmly believe with all of my faith that everyone who was born in this lifetime that we're currently in as a Cancerian was born into that position because of the role that you are to take on. Um, we were born into a generational bloodline. Um, a lot of you are star children, so you came from a bloodline that didn't necessarily originate from this planet, most likely didn't originate from this planet. And several of those star seeds, star children, have come back into uh, family groups or soul family level groups, to where at least if they weren't in your bloodline of your family, they were, someone that you've known since childhood or whatever, that you're very close to. You learned together to a certain extent. And we came here, Cancerians particularly, came here with ancestral knowledge already in their DNA, from generations past, to be able to get a foothold on what the hell's really going on around here, and be able to figure out our own stuff and then pass it on and teach it to the others. So I hope that helps you to understand, if you're not really clear about why you're a Cancerian and why you've had to go through all the things you've went through and learn all the things you've learned and experience all the things you've experienced. That's exactly why, because your soul knew that you were strong enough to take this shit before you got here. Even though there have been clearly times in your life when you thought you weren't going to survive whatever you were going through, you did survive it. Because you are strong enough. Because you are the leaders. You were meant to be here for this reason. For this time now. And I really want all of you to understand that. You were not just chosen. You volunteered. Because you knew you had what it takes. You just have to keep reminding yourself of that. Okay? Alright. So we've got focus on the self and self-worth. Take the time to heal if it's still needed. Do the shadow work if it's still needed. And have self-appreciation. There is clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power within you. No doubt about it. Within you. You are all of that and so much more. Yeah, and this one just talks about the abandonment that we've dealt with as a Cancerian, the silent treatment, the need to stop patterns, break things up or separate from the things that do not bring you your highest joy and your highest good. And to continue to remember that paradise is within your reach. You have happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and truly enjoying each other coming to you in full abundance, complete and full abundance. So don't doubt that for a minute. And on the bottom of this deck is attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, the seduction card. So clearly some fun coming in for you as well. Now we'll pull a love oracle card, angel love oracle, and we'll just check into your love life real quick before we go on with the tarot spread. We got honeymoon, honeymoon. And take some time away with somebody that you love. Take a little trip, a little boat ride, a little walk. Keep an open mind in love. Your soulmate may actually differ from your usual type or expectation. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So yeah, a lot of you, this is healing, you see, healing family issues. A lot of you, as Cancerians, had very negative childhoods, to say the least. And it's time to just forgive your parents and understand that they just did the best they could. They didn't know. They didn't know what they were doing. They don't understand knee-jerk reactions the way you do. They don't understand right and wrong, love and compassion, hate and anger. They don't understand all of those emotions the way that you do. If anything, you were brought into that type of turmoil so that you could see it so very clearly that you would make no mistake about teaching it to others. You know? So, everything happens for a reason. And you have to forgive your parents because they didn't know. I mean, they didn't know. Just like whoever your ex-significant other would be that really broke your heart, maybe really betrayed you, they didn't know what they were doing in some sense of the form. I mean, yes, people have choices and free will and they make bad choices and they can do their own shit and we can't control it, of course. But what I'm saying is the vibration level of people. Lower vibration people don't understand higher vibration people's choices, but higher vibration people are supposed to be able to understand lower vibration people's choices. And I think most of you actually get what I'm saying without me really having to explain that. So forgive your parents, but also forgive yourself. This is my 111 channeled messages from spirit cards. To be playful. And to remember that we are all free to choose wisely. We are all free to choose wisely. I often tell people that even when they think they didn't make a choice, that they tried to stay neutral, you know, like, what is it? I'm neutral, like Switzerland or something like that is what they say. That actually, that's a choice. It's a choice to not make a choice. Okay, so I'm going to pull you a rune stone for your week ahead of motivational, inspirational words from Spirit. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've pulled this one ever. If you see that, kind of looks like an anvil on the top. And it is move. Is that movement? Oh my gosh, I just hooked the bag on my watch. Initiation. I knew that wasn't right. All right, page 103. Okay. Initiation. Something hidden, a secret matter. A hieratic or mystery rune pointing to that which is beyond our frail manipulative powers. Perth, which is the name of this rune, Perth is on the side of heaven, the unknowable, and has an association with the phoenix, the mystical bird which consumes itself in the fire and then rises from its own ashes. Its ways are secret and hidden. Powerful forces of change are at work here, yet what is achieved is not easily or readily shared. After all, becoming whole, the means of it, is a profound secret. On the side of the earthly or mundane, there may well be surprises, gains, or rewards that you did not anticipate. On the side of the human nature, this rune is symbolized by the flight of the eagle, soaring flight, free from entanglement, lifting yourself above the endless ebb and flow of ordinary life to acquire broader vision. All this is indicated here. Another of the cycle runes, Perth, stands at the heart of initiation. Nothing external matters here, except as it shows you its inner reflection. This rune is concerned with the deepest stratum of our being, the bedrock on which our destiny is founded. For some, Perth means experiencing a death of sorts. If need be, let go of everything, no exceptions, no exclusions. Nothing less than renewal of the spirit is at stake here. And isn't that exactly what you're doing, Cancer? You're that phoenix. It's exactly what you're doing. You're coming into your own. You're learning your true power. And it's going to be a knowledge that you're not going to really necessarily know how to explain to the world, but you're going to figure out a way to show them anyway. And I'm so proud of you. And I have the deepest love and respect for you. I truly do. And I'm looking forward to our mission and purpose together in this great awakening. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope this resonated with you. I hope that you like and share and subscribe. Please feel free to contact me if you need anything at all, any kind of advice, counseling, a personal tarot reading, whatever it may be. Please contact me at the email link below. If you would like to donate, the donation button is on the header of my channel, the channel page. So if you would like to go there and donate, that would be wonderful. I would greatly appreciate that. And if not, that's okay too. I'm still here to help, and we're going to get through this together and reclaim our power and collectively create the world that we want. That's beautiful and loving for everyone. Another good reason why Cancerians needed to be the leaders in this, because you're the most compassionate, loving of the zodiac signs. So you're definitely going to be fair-minded with everyone. And I appreciate that very much about you. All right, until next week, be well, be blessed, in love and light. Bye, guys.